Today we are a little further north than usual, and I'm getting Eric a chainsaw for his birthday. We're meeting a guy here at the Circle K who has one for sale. Hopefully he likes it. It's a nice Husqvarna. It's a rancher model. We get a chainsaw?
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm excited.
The plan, the long-term plan, is also to get an Alaska mill and mill our own lumber, and then Eric's going to build the living room furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And an outhouse and a utility shed.
Yes.
And anything else I can mill my own lumber for.
We've needed a chainsaw for a while.
And that's a solid
Finally
saw.
got one. It is.
455 Rancher is a beefy enough saw to do. It's heavy enough to handle the hardest stuff that we're going to throw at it, but it's light enough to not beat me up.
Now we just need to get the Alaska mill set up. All right.
All right, let's go shopping.
Okay.
We got groceries to get.
Next step, cut down trees.
Yes.
We'll see you then.
In 1 week.
Good morning. We're on our land today. We're taking care of a few things. We're going to take the new chainsaw out for a spin. Eric cleaned it up and put a new bar on it, and it's looking real good.
Yep.
So we're gonna go and we're gonna just kind of generally scout out some trees, specifically birch for mushroom logs and cedar for building all kinds of things.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
I'm excited. There's some trails I want to clean up, and then as we go down those trails, we're going to go back to where there's some cedar, and we'll find some cedar that'll be proper for harvesting.
Cedar that will eventually mill and that you'll build stuff with.
Yeah. So we're going to find some that are in a good spot that we can follow it in the location, and then mill it, clean it up and mill it right there, and then bring it out, piece by piece after we mill it up.
All right, let's go check it out.
I've been dreaming of this moment for like months now, because this is the main trail and I want to clean this up. I'm leveling all of it.
All right, let's go.
That was easy enough. Cleaned up and trimmed up.
You can see how this was an old logging trail. It's just like still has that 2-track.
Should be a good 8 foot wide,
Yeah.
roughly. We're gonna reclaim it, yeah.
It already looks so much better. It's so much more clear. Rabbit tracks.
Rabbit trail.
Yeah, look at that. All right, so we're at the part of our land where it turns into cedar, which is over here.
Definitely becomes more cedar-like.
Pretty big cedars in there. The trail becomes a little less obvious down here, but you can still see there's where it's logged. And there's a nice little grove. They tend to grow down around here, but this is pretty thick. We're gonna have a hard time felling some cedars in here and dragging them out, or at least have a hard time felling them in here and then setting up an Alaskan mill.
Well, that's the thing. We have to have a nice clean place to fall them into.
You want to keep going? You want to keep scouting? I think we can find a better spot.
Yeah.
Some weird ass noises coming from in there.
There's some weird noises happening out on the ice right now.
Sometimes I can definitely understand why people believe in Sasquatch.
Wanna go poke your head out there real quick?
Yeah, let's go check out the wetland. It's crazy how much easier it is to get out here when everything's frozen. This is crazy how easy it is to get out here.
The seasonal difference out here is night and day.
We're standing on ice right now. It's pretty solid. There's certain parts that are sketchy, but that's mostly where like there's not a lot of water. All right, we're gonna heading back to those cedars that Eric had his eye on. So this group of cedars is looking real good because there's a clear area here where they can drop. They are alive and healthy. They're straight, so they would make some really good lumber. So Eric marked it. Probably just gonna spend a whole day felling some cedar.
It's been a productive day, even though it might not seem like it. We don't have like some grand conclusion that we've come to, but we do. We got a spot with a lot of good workable cedar in an area that we can work a lot of the cedar. So we got that part done. We got some progress in the lumber making department. Got some progress in mushroom logs. Well, we've got a couple, and we found some other trees that we think will make really, really good mushroom log candidates. And we started cleaning up our trails.
All right, you want to pack it in for the day?
Yeah, let's make our way out to the car with some mushroom logs.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, we got all the mushroom logs up out of the woods, which was not easy, and tied up to the roof rack. It is sunset. We got to get home to our doggies.
Yep.
And get something to eat. And my goodness, it is beautiful here. So we'll see you next time. And we'll be felling some cedars next time, yeah? All right, until then. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're on our land again. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday, and we're going to continue doing some tree work.
Yep.
We're felling some cedar today, aren't we?
That's the goal.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
We are all loaded up.
We're loaded up, got the sled loaded up with all the tools.
All the time.
All the tools. So here we are at the end of the trail. We're gonna clean up this whole area here so we have a path that goes clear down to the water. But the big thing is to drop some of these big cedars back here.
You're about to cut down your first tree. How do you feel?
I hope I don't smush everything.
Oh, we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna walk you through it. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Pull it. Yeah, right where we wanted. You did it, baby. Yeah. I don't know what I'll get out of this. I'll try. I'll try to get something out of it, but. Unfortunately, I had one more tree that I wanted to get out of the way, and I noticed the muffler was rattling on the machine here, which I should be able to touch it now. Yeah. Which is kind of frustrating because I just fixed the kill switch on this. I just put a new air filter and everything else on this. We're gonna pack everything up, drag it out of here. As much as I'm frustrated about it, is what it is. Ended up being a lot more cleanup than we originally expected. Jess did a hell of a job getting a lot of the small stuff, small branches, little trees. She's got piles all over here.
That's a deer buffet over there.
That's some nice woody browse.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they'll like that.
But this right here was the last one that I wanted just out the way. You can see it's dying back real bad. The deer are gonna love all the usnia that's on this once it comes down. When we come back, we'll get this one out of the way. I'm gonna start with this guy and get it out, and we're just gonna work our way right through this patch of cedars.
And then that'll double as a path down to the wetland in there.
Yes, most of this here is gonna be cleared out. So when you come right down that path, you're gonna come right into this nice opening, and you'll have a beautiful view of the wetlands and the pond. Go get that fixed up and come back again. we have made good progress.
Yeah.
And look at that view. That view's getting gorgeous.
Yeah, the sun's starting to get low. So,
Yep.
stay tuned. Next time, what is it? Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll see you then. Good morning. It is January 26th, and we are finally back on our land. We haven't been able to get here for a few weeks because earlier this month we both got COVID. And so we were pretty sick for a few weeks. It hit me harder than it hit Eric. But we're both doing better now. I can finally taste and smell things again, which is nice. But today we're finally going to cut down some cedars. We don't have the Alaska mill with us, so that's going to be another day. But we're hoping to get some nice cedars in place so we can mill it.
Another adventure.
Back into the woods we go. It's nice to finally be back out here after weeks of being sick. Look at all the deer tracks. It's crazy. The trail that we blazed is full of deer prints. Like you can see them all over there. That's a trail we blazed, and there's a ton of deer prints. There's a ton going this way. All right. Just tons of poop everywhere. I'm also looking for rabbit tracks. Okay, so we're kind of where we were last time. You can see everything that we've been cutting down. And the log pile right there. That would cut down even more over there. But I wanted to show you. These are rabbit tracks. There's a lot of them on top of each other, so it's kind of tough to see, but definitely rabbits living around here. There's a lot of rabbit tracks. I've yet to see one though. Hopefully it's not an eastern cottontail. Eastern cottontails are actually invasive, not native to Maine. And when I lived in Massachusetts, eastern cottontails were everywhere. They were a huge problem. I'm hoping to see a snowshoe hare, but they're very elusive and they're very fast, so it might be a while before I see one.
So I'm gonna cut down those three right there. They're dead cedars, and this one's almost dead cedar. Those three are definitely gonna go that way. This one hopefully goes that way, and then I can just cut the chunks out of the way to keep this path clear. This cedar right here that's leaning in, I'm gonna drop that right into that opening, and then probably drop that big cedar this way over top of it. Yeah.
All right.
That's my hope.
Yeah! Oh God, it smells good.
I know.
It smells amazing. Wasn't this the first cedar that you cut down?
That might have been the first live one. I mean, it kind of looks rough. So if you look at it, it's had some damage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got some parts that are a little
rough.
But if I looked at that and then I looked at the bottom and I'm looking at how nice and straight this is. So now I'm like, oh, now I want to hold on to this. But I realize I'm caught up in that over there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to very carefully undercut and let that end drop and cut this section off and set it aside. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one. Yep.
All right, now what?
Now
Now which one are you going to do?
Get this out of the way.
This
Drop
one?
this back that way. And then do that cedar right there.
This leaning one?
Yep.
He's worried about which way it's going to fall. Nice. Very nice. Look at the smile on his face. Well,
I can come down a little bit. Like my whole goal is to come down this way a little bit to make sure they just kept wanting to lean. It didn't even touch my bar. Like that whole time I was coming through, and coming through and coming through, like the gap was opening a little bit. Like I was able to back out real easy. And you can see, because of the thickness of it, I had to actually come around this way with the bar and catch this corner.
Yeah.
And then bring it back in and swing. And it just didn't
fall according to plan.
I had no bind until at the last moment I saw it starting to go. And I was like, oh, okay, here we go. But I saw it coming back this way. I was like, wait, that's not the way it's supposed to. I gotta get out of the way. So,
yeah, you got out of the way pretty quickly.
oh yeah.
It looks like a pretty healthy tree on the inside. I mean, it had a little bit of rot.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna drop a couple more trees. Probably going to, I think actually the rest of this time, I'm gonna take out these two little guys right here. And then we can drop these other cedars too.
Okay. One done. There's two done. Oh, nice one. Nice. All right.
Hi. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating. Wow.
All right, we've been out here for a few hours. Got a lot of trees cut down. You did a lot today, babe.
Yeah, that's a good amount of work for 2 hours. But yet, all these trips that we've taken beforehand prepared it for now. Like all the BS was out of the way. I had a couple little things I ended up cutting, but most of what I cut down today was cedar trees. We've taken out what, a dozen plus little trees back here.
Oh, at least,
to prepare the way. Yeah. So that was what it was. Today was the culmination of all those other trips. So now we got a little bit more cleaning up to do, but the sun is going down.
Sun's getting low in the sky.
Late start. It's been a really cold week.
It's been like really cold.
Sub-zero all week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little cold.
Eric's been building a cabin out on a lake with tons of wind, so it's gonna be worse. Well, at least you have a wood stove in there.
It's a beautiful place, but it's probably the worst spot on the lake to be in because all the wind comes directly across the lake
and on the
right up the shore and
yeah.
right into the face of the camp.
It's been a cold week, but today it was actually kind of nice. Turned out to be a nice day.
The sun's been trying to come out. We got patches of blue sky. I see an airplane flying up there. What? Yeah, I feel good. We've only been out here for a couple hours, but I got done. What I really wanted to get done was get a bulk of these cedar trees dropped. Yeah, so we're gonna pack our way out of here while it's still kind of warm before it gets too cold. And then next time, hopefully we're breaking out the Alaska mill, and I got to learn how to use that.
All right.
Seems pretty straightforward, but looks gonna be deceiving.
So we'll see you next time with Alaska mill, hopefully, and also a winch.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
See you soon.